Good evening, everyone. I'm Steve the Backsman Baxley, and this is a special edition. The L2C Sports Final. Usually we're on 45 minutes to an hour, but, well, we're very much truncated tonight due to the lack of sports we have for you tonight. We will explain further as we go along our little Mary Chase and Sanborn way, but we are going to try to give you at least a half-hour show. We will be back to full capacity, hopefully tomorrow. So as they say, stay with, and we're glad you're here with us tonight. So here, but wow. Let's just give hi there. Let's just do some sports news, give what we can of Major League Baseball, and give you what we can of this broadcast. So let's go to it right away. Major League Baseball. The New York Mets general manager Brody Van Wagenen issued let's try that again. Mets general manager Brody Van Wagenen issued an apology on Thursday after a hot mic caught him criticizing Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred. Van Wagenen's remarks concerned the desire of Mets players to protest the recent police shooting of Jacob Blake on Sunday by not playing their scheduled Thursday night game against the Marlins Wednesday. Saw multiple games postponed. Let's try against Marlins. Wednesday saw multiple games postponed because of player protest of the shooting, and Thursday's slate has thus far seen 7 games postponed, including the Marlins-Mets game in question. The video appears to be of a Mets Thursday pregame press conference that unintentionally included Van Wagenen's private conversation with an unidentified. Can we hold on, please? Can we hold on? Thank you. Hold on, please. Let's see what happened here. Well, it had to happen. Everything has just trickled down. Lovely. Okay, I'll get in here to the show and try to pick up some of the stuff. Wow. Okay, let's get back to the show here. Had a little incident in the kitchen, but we got a 30-minute show. We'll put 3 minutes up on the board. So let's extra. The video appears to be of a Mets Thursday pregame press conference that unintentionally included Van Wagenen's private conversation with an unidentified party. Van Wagenen seemed to be criticizing Commissioner Rob Manfred's efforts to pressure the Mets into playing their scheduled Thursday night game against the Marlins, despite the wishes of Mets players. The transcript went like this. Mr. Wagenen, baseball's trying to come up with a solution to say, what would be super powerful if us here can't leave this room. It would be really great if you just have them all take the field, then leave the field, and then they come back and play at 8:10. I was like, what? Unidentified voice. Who said that? Van Wagenen. Rob. And with Jeff scheduling, it's going to be a nightmare, and there's so much at stake. And I said, Jeff, that's not happening. Voice. They're not dealing with reality. Van Wagenen. They're not playing, but that's Rob's instinct. And Rob, exactly what you and I were talking about, at leadership level, he doesn't get it. He just doesn't get it. Anyway, we're waiting. Jeff wants to hear as soon as we hear from the Marlins, whatever we do, we need to coordinate with the Marlins. So as soon as Conforto hears from Miguel Rojas, let me know because Jeff is standing by for the call. Now, in the second portion of the video that found its way to social media, Van Wagenen further appears to say, quote, Jeff Wilpon, the Mets CEO, COO, wants to support the players first and foremost, but he has to be the messenger for Rob to at least throw that to us. And I told Jeff that's not happening. These guys aren't playing. I just stopped there. I wasn't even going to take that to Mike. In the video, Van Wagenen seems to say that the idea to leave the field for an hour in protest and then play the game is Manfred's idea. However, the apology Van Wagenen issued soon after, though, or through the club, says otherwise. That statement follows. Jeff Wilpon, the Mets COO, called Commissioner Manfred this afternoon to notify him that our players voted not to play. They discussed the challenges of rescheduling the game. Jeff proposed an idea of playing the game an hour later. I misunderstood that this was the commissioner's idea. In actuality, this was Jeff's suggestion. The players had already made their decision, so I felt the suggestion was not helpful. My frustration with the commissioner was wrong and unfounded. I apologized to the commissioner for my disrespectful comments and poor judgment in inaccurately describing the contents of his private conversation with Jeff Wilpon. As well, Manfred himself released a statement through the league. Quote, over the past 2 days, players on a number of clubs have decided not to play games. I've said both publicly and privately that I respect those decisions and support the need to address social injustice. I have not attempted in any way to prevent players from expressing themselves by not playing, nor have I suggested any alternative form of protest to any club personnel or any player. Any suggestion to the contrary is wrong. Hours later, Jeff Wilpon and his father, majority team owner Fred Wilpon, released statements of their own. And if you want to read them, go to CBS.com. In the end, the Mets and Marlins players agreed not to play Thursday night's game. Both initially took to the field, but departed after a moment of silence that lasts 42 seconds, a reference to Jackie Number's universally retired uniform number. All that remained on the field after the players left was a Black Lives Matter shirt covering home plate. The Mets chose to make a poignant statement the day after outfielder Dominic Smith Jr.'s highly emotional remarks, as the protest stemmed from the shooting of Jacob Blake, a 29-year-old black man, by police in Kenosha, Wisconsin, 40 miles south of Milwaukee. According to the video, police shot Blake multiple times in his back as he attempted to enter his vehicle. Blake remains hospitalized in serious condition, and attorneys for the family say he is now paralyzed. Blake's shooting comes after weeks of turmoil and protest following the killing of George Floyd, another black man, by Minneapolis police. Tensions surrounding the Blake protests were tragically heightened when a teen from Illinois allegedly shot and killed 2 protesters Tuesday night. Let's take you now to what I guess we might as well say it would be an official shortened in America. Let's go to the mini scoreboard, please. And we're going to end this broadcast at 12:15. So today's games, please notice these games are final after, I think, 7 innings they were played. Thank you. Padres beat the Mariners 10-7, 10-10-2 for the Pods, 7-9-0 for the Mariners. Johnson, the winner for the Padres. He's 3-1. Williams, the loser. He's 0-1. Machado, the San Diego third baseman, went 3 for 4, got 3 runs, 2 homers, and 4 RBIs. Johnson, the San Diego pitcher, did 1 full inning, no hits, no earned runs, 2 strikeouts, and no walks. Pirates beat the Cardinals 4-3, 4-6-0 for the Pirates, 3-7-3 for the Cardinals. Stratton, your winner, he's 2-0 for the Pirates. Gant, the loser for the Cardinals, he's 0-2, and Rodriguez gets his second save for the Pirates. Players of the game were Kim for St. Louis, pitcher, pitched 6 full, gave up 3 hits, no earned runs, got 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. Cool, the Pittsburgh pitcher, pitched 6 full, gave up 4 hits, 1 earned run, 1 strikeout, 4 walks. Dodgers blanked the Giants 7-0, 7-11-0 the Dodgers, 0-4-0 for the Giants. Kershaw was the winner for the Dodgers. He's 4-1. Webb got the loss for the Giants. He's 2-3. Kershaw, the LA pitcher, pitched 6 full, gave up 4 hits, no earned runs, got 4 strikeouts, and no walks. Pollock, the Dodgers left fielder, went 2 for 3, 1 run, a home run, and two RBIs. The Reds defeated the Brewers by a score of 6-1. 6-12-0 for the Reds, 1-7-0 for the Brewers. Gray gets the win for the Reds. He's 5-1. Hauser gets the loss for the Brews. He's 1-3. Gray gets player of the game nods. The Cincinnati pitcher pitched 5 full innings, gave up 4 hits, no earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. Winker, the Cincinnati DH, went 3 for 3, 2 runs, 2 homers, 3 RBIs. In the second game for the Mariners and Padres, Mariners beat the Padres 8-3, 8-9-0 for the Mariners, 3-9-0 for the Pods. Kikuchi gets the win for the Mariners. He's 1-2. Richards gets the loss for the Pods. He's 1-2. Kikuchi, Seattle's pitcher, went 5 full, gave up 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, and no walks. Perdomo, San Diego pitcher, pitched 3 1/3, gave up a hit, no errors, no earned runs, 6 strikeouts, and no walks. In the second game between the Pirates and the Cardinals, Pirates beat the Cardinals 0-2, 2-6-0 for the Pirates, 0-5-0 for the Cardinals. Ponce is your winner. He's 1-1. Oviedo is a loser. He's 0-1, and Turley gets first save for the Pirates. Ponce, the Pittsburgh pitcher, went 5 2/3, gave up 5 hits, no earned runs, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Turley, the Pittsburgh pitcher, 1 inning and nothing across the board but 1 strikeout. In the second game, the Dodgers beat the Giants again and swept it 2-0, 2-3-0 for the Dodgers, 0-2-0 for the Giants. Gonzalez, he got a second win for the Dodgers. Gausman gets the loss for the Giants. He's 1-2. And Jansen for the Dodgers gets his 8th save. Gonzalez, the LA pitcher, pitched 2 1/3, no hit, no earned run, 3 strikeouts, no walks. Jansen, the LA pitcher, pitched 1 full inning, 1 hit, no earned runs, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. And in the second game, the Reds beat the Brewers 6-0, 6-9-0 for the Reds, 0-1-0 for the Brews. The players of the game, Sims, the Cincinnati pitcher, for record, went 2 innings, gave up no hits, no earned runs, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Miley, the Cincinnati pitcher, gave up 4 runs, pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 hit, no earned runs, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. Games that were postponed for protest purposes were the following: the Marlins, Mets, Twins, Tigers, Orioles, Rays, Phillies, Nationals, Red Sox, Blue Jays, Athletics, Rangers, and Rockies, Diamondbacks. Okay, and since the NHL and NBA were also off the docket, we're going to skip ahead as the time is going very much, and we're going to take you to our scoreboard. Then we'll pick up some more headlines, and we will be on our hike. We give you a couple more headlines, and then we will be. Let's see, more lines. Good night. Scoreboard, shout out, headlines, and an au revoir. Until tomorrow. Okay, we are now at the scoreboard, and here we go. We've got some Europa League qualifications. We're going to try to give you just a few game finals here. Almaty defeated Noah 4-1. FC Botosani defeated Ordovazi 2-1. Borek Banja Luka defeated Shujeska 1-0. Ventspils defeated Dynamo Auto 2-1. And finally, Our House defeated Honka 5-2. For more Europa League qualification scores, go to scoreboard.com/EN or English. In the club friendly, Horsens defeated Odense 2-1. Brøndby defeated Helsingør 2-1. Hobro defeated Skive 4-1. Greuther Fürth defeated Mönchengladbach 2-0. Alte defeated Bendismorf 1-0. Redden defeated Silgen 4-0. New Iceberg and Bad Vilbel tied at 2. Bottrup and Dinslaken tied at 3. In baseball, let's go to Japanese baseball. NPB. Fukuoka Silverhawks defeated the York Buffaloes 4-2, 4-4-0 for the Hawks, 2-7-0 for the Buffaloes. Hanshin Tigers defeated the Chunichi Dragons 6-3, 6-9-0 for the Tigers, 3-7-0 for the Dragons. Rakuten Golden Eagles blanked the Chibalate Marines 15-0, 15-17-0 for the Eagles, 0-1-0 for the Marines. Seibu Lions defeated the Nippon Ham Fighters 8-7, 8-12-0 for the Lions, 7-11-1 for the Fighters. The Yomiuri Giants defeated the Akut Swallows 5-2, 5-10-0 for the Giants, 2-7-1 for the Swallows. The Yokohama Bay Stars defeated the Hiroshima Carp 3-2, 3-8-0 for the Bay Stars, 2-7-0 for the Hiroshima Carp. And in South Korea baseball, the KBO, Korean Baseball Organization, Hanwha Eagles defeated the Samsung Lions 7-0. 7-11-1 for the Eagles, 0-8-0 for the Lions. The Twins, the LG Twins defeat the KT Wiz Swang 2-0, 2-6-0 for the Twins, 0-2-1 for the Swan. The Kiwoom Heroes defeated the Ludi Giants 11-6, 11-15-0 for the Heroes, 6-12-2 for the Giants. The NC Dinos beat the Doosan Bears 8-2, 8-13-0 for the Dinos, 2-13-1 for the Bears. And Wyverns defeated the Tigers 10-4, 10-14-0 for the Wyverns, 4-8-1 for the Tigers. And that is a look at the scoreboard. We have about 10 minutes remaining, so let us ram. And just to repeat to everybody, due to the situation with both basketball, hockey, and some baseball games postponed due to protest, as part of a protest, we're going to try our best to give you what we can of the headlines and some scores, and maybe and once again condensing the hellos. So hi to everybody on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Let's get to the golf news. And the BMW Golf Championship has just begun the first round. Hideki Matsuma at 2 under. Mackenzie Hughes, the Canadian, is third with 1 under. And we have a tie between Harry Higgs, Tony Finlay, and Herschel, all at even par, tied in fourth place. And let's go from golf to a couple of more major scores, and then we will say our good nights to you, as we have literally former Arizona head coach and Hall of Famer Lute Olson, who led Arizona to a 1997 NCAA championship title. To 1997 national championship, has died at the age of 85 after a long time. Died Thursday at the age of 85. The cable network Stadium reported the news. Olson, who suffered a minor stroke in 2019, had been in declining health in recent months. A 2002 Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame inductee, Olson retired from coaching in October 2008 with a career record of 781 wins to 281 losses. His 589 wins with the University of Arizona made him the winningest coach in school history, an honor he also held in the mid-'80s with Iowa basketball when he surprised many by leaving his thriving Hawkeyes for a downtrodden Wildcats program, but that decision wound up turning Olson into a college basketball legend. His 781 wins are 14th on the all-time list for men's Division I basketball. Olson turned the Wildcats into a powerhouse, transforming his program into one of the 10 biggest and most successful ones in the sport for most of his tenure. Lute Olson, dead at the age of 85. Got about 22 minutes left. Here we go. Let's and you never guess, but the GOAT, the great one, Michael Jordan stepped into the NBA player-owner negotiations to literally save the season and the playoffs. It'll all resume the NBA, I do believe, on Saturday, while the NHL will commence. When do the NBA players? Because I know the NHL we back on Saturday will return. Saturday or Sunday, the NBA will return. So, as I say, stay tuned. And don't forget, I do believe tonight is a night off for our good friend Nick Rekieta. Okay, so we have done about the best we can with what we have. So we're going to see if Nick Rekieta is going to be on tonight. If not, then we've got a nice little cha-cha for you. We want to let you know that Sports Central USA will be in their 30-minute little corner, and we'll give you the rest of the day in sport. The rest of the day in sports. And we will be back, and we will be, I do believe, another 30-minute show because of no games for tonight. So we are going to say our goodnights to you. I know everybody is wondering if indeed we were going to have a show tonight. We did. We were going to make it the usual 45-minute to an hour show, but with all that has happened, we decided that we are going to do a truncated show, and I know it says we got 6 minutes. Can we just do one more story? Let me get a hold of our crew. Can we do one more story, guys, or do you want us to wrap it up? One more little story. Okay, let us. This is going to be interesting, is it not? Yes, it is. Okay, let's take you to that. Let's get you to the final story for the evening, and then we will say our pleasurable be talking about, well, almost everyone. The Pac-12 networks, which has had its run of bad luck, well, that run continues, especially during the pandemic. And it's given us no thrill. There we go. Okay. Now, following the Pac-12's postponement of fall sports, the conference enacted another round of layoffs as I take off my headset and furloughs at both the Pac-12 network and the conference's office themselves. According to the Oregonian, 79 individuals were furloughed and another 15 lost their jobs. Among those let go was the whole digital team of the Pac-12 network, responsible for social media, the app and web presences of the conference-centric network. The Pac-12 network's main Twitter account hasn't tweeted since Tuesday afternoon. It is fair to point out that the conference is losing revenue without fall sports and that costs needed to be cut. But this is the second round of layoffs this year for the conference, while pay cuts initially implemented earlier this year were extended for a full year over the summer. Commissioner Larry Scott, who made $5.3 million last year, is not increasing the pay cut he took earlier this year, nor are other executives. Now, the rent paid by the Pac-12 for their headquarters is also another source of wasted money for the conference, and one that has been harped on for years. ESPN's Kyle Monagura pointed out that again on Wednesday, noting that the conference paid over 5 times more in occupancy expenses. My mouth is wanting to go bye-bye. Than the ACC, Big 10, Big 12, and SEC combined. The decision to base conference office in San Francisco stands in stark contrast to the other Power 5 conferences, who are headquartered in suburbs. Irving, Texas, and Rosemont, Illinois for the Big 12 and Big 10, respectively, are smaller cities. Birmingham, Alabama, and Greensboro, North Carolina for the SEC and ACC. It would have been much more fiscally responsible for the Pac-12 to plant their flag elsewhere in the conference's massive footprint rather than downtown San Francisco. And doesn't look good for this year either. In fact, some are saying if the Pac-12 network doesn't find something good, they might pull the plug on the network. Okay, I think that's about it that we can give you tonight. And it is. We got about 2 minutes, so we are going to say our goodnights right now. Can tell you here in our monologue, here in our studios, we still do not have a window, and everything else has literally just, this day has totally stunk for me personally. What are we going to do tomorrow remains to be seen. But folks, we are out of time. Well, almost. I don't know if Nick Rekida's got a broadcast tonight on the Rekida Law channel here on YouTube. But we do want to remind you that I may be next Wednesday, I'm hoping, cross fingers, I'm hoping to be a guest of Linda Steele next Wednesday, going to talk about my weight loss. And even though I've been up and down and all around, to borrow a line from a Sinatra song, I'm not giving up my weight loss. I am going to continue to lose weight. I am going to continue to exercise. The heat, well, that's another story. I try not to exercise when the heat and humidity are too much. And with all that's been going on here in our little home, it does build up a little bit, but still, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I'll explain more tomorrow. And I want to thank you, everybody. This has been a Mystifying Creativity production in association with the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. For now, we're back tomorrow with another 30-minute show. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And hopefully we'll all be back to normal by this weekend. Good night, everybody. And be well. Blessings to you all.